Hello everybody, my name is Anup Kumar Bardwas. I am here to teach a very interesting topic of general science. My topic name is sound. I have planned my lecture in 5 subtopics. These subtopics are following: number 1, introductions; second, features; third, reflection; and fourth, resonance and Doppler effect; and fifth, conclusion. Let's start with the introduction. Sound is a longitudinal wave, unlike the light, which is a transverse wave. Sound is produced by the vibration of the object. Any object vibrating in the surrounding can produce the sound, provided there is a medium for the movement of the sound. In case of the human, the vibration of the vocal cord, which is located in the larynx, and larynx is located in the neck regions of the human, that vibration of the local cord produces the sound. And in case of automobiles, it's the vibration of the engines and vibration of the various parts which produces the sound. And in case of the trees, it is the vibration of the leaves which produce the sound. In case of the air, it is the movement of the particles which produces the sound. So it's the vibration of the sound which produces vibration of the particle or any object which produces the sound. And the frequency of the sound is similar to the frequency of the vibrating object. In case of the tabla, it is the vibration of the stretching skin which produces the sound. And in case of the guitar, it is the vibration of the string which produces this sound. And sometimes it is the sonometer which is used for the measurement of the sound in case of the guitar. Sound cannot travel in the vacuum. Sound needs a particular medium in order to move from one place to the another. The medium can be solid, liquid, or gas. Air is the mixture of the gas. The air or gas is the bad conductor of the sound, whereas the solid and liquid are relatively better conductor of the sound. In case of solid and liquid, the solid is much better conductor of the sound than the liquid. So this is all about the introduction of the sound. So in introduction we talked about it is a longitudinal wave and it is the vibration of the object which produces the sound and it requires medium. Let's move on to the features. loudness, pitch, frequency, speed. These are the features of the sound. Among them, the frequency and the speed of the sounds are particularly very important. The frequency of the sound is similar to the frequency of vibrating object, which is producing the sound. And in case of the human, we can't hear every frequency of the sound. We can hear a sound with frequency between 16 Hz and 20,000 Hz. The sound less than 16 Hz is known as infrasonic, and the sound greater than 20,000 Hz is known as ultrasonic. Infrasonic sounds are used by the elephant, and ultrasonic sounds are used by the bat and dolphin. And jet aeroplane. The best frequency range for the human ear is 2000 Hz to 5000 Hz. This is the best frequency in which we can hear. Besides this, there are many questions regarding frequency of the sound which are asked in the exam. For example, when we whisper with each other, what is the frequency of the sound? It is 20 Hz. And similar frequency is produced when the leaves of the tree vibrate in a normal condition. And when we talk with each other in a common conversation, then 60,000 Hz sound is produced. And in a traffic jam, about 70 Hz sound is produced. And a sound less than 80 Hz is favorable for our ears. In a rock music, about 120 Hz sound is produced. So with regard to your exams, these various frequencies are very, very important. This is all about the frequency of the sound. Let's move on to the speed of the sound. Speed of the sound varies with the medium as well as the temperature of the medium. As I have already told in my introduction part that sound can travel in solid, liquid and gas. So here we will talk about what is actually the speed of the sound in solid, liquid and gas. In solids such as the steel, the speed of the sound is highest, about 5000 meters per second. In case of the liquid such as the water, if it is hot water, then the speed is higher. If it is cold water, then the speed is low. But the average speed in the water is 1450 meter per second. In case of the gas or air, the speed of the sound is just 331 meter per second. So with regard to your exams, these various types of the speeds in different mediums are very, very important, and their connection with the temperature is also very important. For example, in air, if the air is hot, then speed is higher. If air is cold, then the speed of the sound is lower. So temperature and medium decide the speed of the sound. So this is all about the speed of the sound. And the frequency of the sound is directly proportional to its pitch. Now let's move on to the another subtopic, that is reflection. If a sound produced by a vibrating object meets an obstacle, then it gets reflected. If a sound is produced by an object and it gets reflected from an object, then that reflected sound is known as echo. Now there are many concepts related to the echo. We can hear echo if we hear the echo after the original sound is made about 0.1 second after the original sound is made. If we hear the echo, then we can hear echo in repeated way, and the distance between the vibrating object and the obstacle should be 17 meters. 17 meters should be the minimum distance between the object which is producing the sound and the object which is acting as an obstacle. And the reflected sound should reach after 0.1 second from the original sound, when original sound is made. If the distance is less than 17 meters, then echo is listened in a prolonged way, and that is called reverberation. The echo of the ultrasound is very important. The echo of the ultrasound or ultrasonic wave is used for various purposes. For example, it is used to find the gas and oil inside the water body or inside the heart, inside the earth, and it is used to find ailments inside the body, and it is used to find deformity in the metals. In case of the ultrasound, which we mostly carried out in the hospital, in ultrasound, the sounds are sent inside the body, and in our body, different organs and tissues are made up of different materials. Because of the different material, they have different density. Because they have a different density, so the speed of the sound is different. As speed of the sound or reflected sound is different, that difference in the reflection or speed of the sound is used to find the ailment inside the body. So these are the uses of the echo of the ultrasonic waves. Besides this, ultrasonic waves are used by bat to find its prey, and ultrasonic waves are used by dolphin to find uh, to communicate with each other. For example, bat produces ultrasonic waves of 80 hertz, and dolphin produce ultrasonic waves of 1 lakh hertz. So this is all about reflection and echo. Let's move on to the another subtopic, that is resonance and Doppler effect. Many times in the exams, these concepts are asked when the topic of the sound is concerned. In case of the resonance, actually every vibrating object has its natural frequency. But if that natural frequency is achieved because of impulses received from another vibrating object, which is vibrating at similar frequency, then that is called resonance. Suppose an object receives impulses from another object. This is another object, and this object is vibrating, and because of the vibrations of this object, the impulses are transferred to another object which is not moving, and then because of the impulses, this object is also starting vibrating and vibrating at its natural frequency. Then that object and this vibrating objects are actually in resonance. This resonance helps in increasing the amplitude of the sound. The example of the resonance can be seen in a moving truck. Sometimes the rear mirror of the truck vibrate at a frequency similar to the frequency of vibration of the engine of the truck. And resonance can be observed in a day-to-day life. For example, in a swing, the amplitude of the swing movement can be increased with the help of the continuous pushing at same rhythm in which swing is moving. So that's all about resonance. Let's move on to the another concept, that is Doppler effect. If a source of sound is moving, then the frequency of the sound is also changed. And Doppler effect can be observed in day-to-day life. For example, if a train moving towards a listener, then the sound of the train gradually increases. But if a train moves away from a listener, then the sound of the train gradually decreases. So that is actually because of the Doppler effect. The frequency of the sound changes with change in the positions of the sound producing object. And because of the same concept, we came to know about the universe expansion. Because the light recedes as the stars move away from each other, and that is Doppler effect. And finally, let's talk about the conclusion. In the conclusion, we give a quick recap what we have already studied. First is introductions. In introduction, we came to know that sound is a longitudinal wave. It is produced by vibration of the object, and it's the medium which is needed for the movement of the sound. And sound has special features like frequency and speed of the sound. And something called echo is the most important concept associated with the sound, and echo is used for various day-to-day explorations. Then we came to know about Doppler and resonance effect. I hope I have delivered my best. Thank you very much.